Today we're going to be talking about the success path to reach financial freedom. So here's a question I have for you. Do you find there's a pit in your stomach that appears every time you think about becoming financially free from your business? If this happens to you, you're not alone. What if I could show you an easy 5-step process that you can use to find financial freedom and make that pit in your stomach permanently disappear? Hi, I'm Josh Patrick, and I'm the founder of the Financial Freedom Project, and I'm the author of Sustainable, a fable about creating a personally and economically successful company. So let's jump in and look at the 5 steps that you need to take. First, you got to start off with knowing that you have a problem. Now, I hate using the term problem, but the truth is, it is a problem. And the way you're going to know that you have this problem is if you answer yes to the following question. Does financial freedom always feel like it's 5 years away? If the answer to that is yes, I can almost promise you that there's an issue around you reaching financial freedom from your business. And today, we're going to tell you about the 5 steps that you need to do. But step 1 is start at knowing you have the problem. And if you answer yes to this question, you probably do. If you answer no, then you don't, and you can move on. So, in my experience, the first step in reaching financial freedom is admitting that you have an issue and wanting to do something about it. So let's look at step 2, and step 2 is really an important thing and something that almost all business owners miss, and that's understanding the real value of your business. Now, most business owners I know overvalue the business by somewhere between 3 to 4 times. And there's a good reason behind that. And the reason very simply is that you're depending on cash flow to live on after you sell your business. And the only way you're going to get cash flow that even matches or comes close to matching what you're getting while you're running the business is by overvaluing your business by 3 to 4 times. Now, the issue with that is someone who wants to buy your business is not going to pay you 3 to 4 times the value of your business. And here's another issue about the value of your business. You know, a lot of times I see financial planners you say, my business is worth $1 million. Well, that $1 million may be an accurate number. It may not be an accurate number. But the truth is, it's not accurate because you probably haven't factored in the cost of taxes and fees. And that $1 million is likely going to be reduced by $300,000 to $400,000 or 30 to 40%. Then finally, in the valuing of your business, this is a term you need to know what it means. And that term is EBITDA, EBITDA, and that stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. And that's going to be the number that we use to help determine what the value of your business really is. Step 3 is to know your financial status. Now, this means having a financial plan that's done for you. That's a special financial plan that's designed for owners of privately held businesses. And there's 2 things that need to be really taken into account when we're doing this financial plan for you. One is we need to know what expenses your business is paying for today, which really is lifestyle expenses. And what this means is you're going to convert your life when you leave your business from a pre-tax expense business, meaning that you can deduct much of your lifestyle, to a totally after-tax expense where you'll be able to deduct none of your expenses. You need to understand that. You need to be realistic about investment returns. Now, this is not one of the 2 mistakes that only business owners make. This is a mistake that almost everybody makes when they're putting together a financial plan. If you're using more than a 5 or 6% long-term return, you might be in for an unhappy result. Now, you might get better than that, and that's always a possibility, but I'd rather be safe than sorry when we're doing this sort of planning. And finally, when you're doing that plan, it's going to point out where the problems are and what they are. And knowing what and where is a problem is really important, because knowing what the problem is really the first step in coming up with strategies that help you reach financial independence. And that leads us to the next step we want to take, which is Know what strategies that you can actually use to reach financial independence. Now, you have to understand that there are at least 10 strategies that can get you there. The truth is you're only going to use between 1 and 3 to do that. So once you understand what the strategies are, you need to write them out and choose one and only one to start with. And that one and only one that we start with, we're going to be experimenting with. And I call this fail fast, fail cheap. And the reason we're going to do these simple experiments that are easy and quick to do is the more effort that you put into a project, the harder it is for you to walk away from that project. So my mantra always, when I'm trying to get somebody to financial freedom and help people think about that, is to really think about fail fast and fail cheap. Then finally, we want to get to the stage that we call implementation. And implementation is where you actually get stuff done. Now, the first 4 steps we've been thinking about, we've been planning, which are all good things to do, but nothing is going to happen until you implement. And again, you only implement one strategy at a time, and the truth is you're going to implement pieces of one strategy at a time. You're not going to go all hog in. You're going to experiment to see if that strategy is actually getting the result you want. And the way you find that out is by having a dashboard that tells you what's going on with metrics. And metrics are the truth and the key for what's going to get you to financial independence and know that you're there. Now, as you're implementing these strategies, we're going to review and make adjustments. And finally, we're going to be happy with that strategy. We're going to pursue it. And it's time for us to say, is this enough or do we need to go to another one? And this is where we use the head and shoulders approach, which is wash, rinse, and repeat. You do this over and over until you have enough strategies stacked that's going to get you to financial independence. So there's a path you're going to go on, which are the 5 steps to get you to financial independence. I've written an ebook about this called The Financial Freedom Project, which is available at below this video just by clicking on the button. And finally, why don't you scroll down, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.